Oh, airbag. If you want to open your app, also open your app. Bring out your bar and paper. Remember, this is the crucial time. No more, no need of chair, no hanky panky. Airbag. What is airbag? Watch. Remember, airbag is that particular thing that you find in your vehicle. Whenever you guys, let me just explain something. Whenever you hit something, whenever, not even whenever you hit something, whenever your vehicle comes in collision with something, once it just feels that, because inside your vehicle, all these modern vehicles, they have a sensor. This sensor, it goes with the airbag. Whenever it feels like your vehicle is about to collide with something. Now, the airbag comes immediately between your vehicle and that object you are going to hit. So just imagine the seconds it takes. It's faster than a second. It immediately, even before your vehicle, even the sensor feels that particular thing and it comes out. It's very, very fast, guys. È un dispositivo costituito da un cuscino gonfiabile. Airbag is being constituted by what? Watch, oh. It doesn't come out in quiz, but it's very important. What is cuscino? Cuscino na your pillow that is gonfiabile. Is it clear now? It blows. Is it clear? Once it blow, you don't waste time already. Shebi na no. The nylon, and this nylon is strong actually, or altro materiale sintetico. It's made of a synthetic material. In caso di incidente stradale con uto violento, whenever there is an incidente stradale with a uto, what is uto? Remember, uto means to go and hit something. Collisione means the same thing. With an uto violento, with a very violent hitting. Are you guys following me? Watch you. Grazie al comando di un sensore, thanks to a sensor button, let me commando di sensore. What thing go happen? Si expande in pochi millisecondi. Millisecondi is smaller than a second, guys. Millisecond, na thousand seconds. Now, even it expand in very short, very little millisecondi. Watch. Tra gli occupanti e la struttura del veicolo. Between the occupant of the vehicle and the structure you are about to hit. Are you guys following me? Now watch. They don't give us information, definition. Now watch. Questo dispositivo può essere pericoloso se non si indossa la cintura di sicurezza. Watch. Your airbag can be very, very dangerous. They say, remember, just imagine that all of a sudden, a balloon, a strong balloon just poof, pop out and hit you. Guys, if you don't wear your seatbelt, that if he shoot you, come out. That was say, let me tell you something. Your airbag saves you from accidents, but if you don't wear your seatbelt, it can kill you, can shoot you like you know what I mean. I said, watch. Questo dispositivo can be dangerous se non si indossa la cintura di sicurezza. If you don't wear your seatbelt, it can be very, very dangerous. Watch. Quindi non è vero che se il veicolo è dotato di airbag frontale e laterale, si può fare a meno di allacciare la cintura di sicurezza. What does this mean? Now, it is false for you to say. They're giving us many informations. Please write all these things down, students. Don't just look at me. If you are carrying your children, can you just, take care of them somewhere and bring out your bar and paper? Because this second part is very important. Don't just stay and waste it again. We are finishing before the end of the month. They said, quindi, it is false for you to say, se il tuo veicolo è dotato di airbag frontale. Now, it is false if you say, if my airbag is having what? Because there's some airbag that have frontal and lateral. Are you following me now? There's an airbag that comes out from the front. There's an airbag that comes from lateral. They can say, if your airbag is coming from front and back, from the front and the lateral side, it is not true that si può fare a meno, you can do without. A meno means you can do without. Allacciare means wearing your cintura di sicurezza, your seatbelt. It is far, so you must always wear your seatbelt. Because you know, the thing, imagine say the front and lateral shoot together, you don't die. Watch. Il dispositivo means this equipment, this particular airbag, non può funzionare quando le chiavi del dispositivo non è inserito. Are you guys following me now? Your airbag will only function whenever your car key is inserted into the dashboard. Non può funzionare quando la chiave of your macchina non è inserita, it's not being inserted. Is it clear now? Watch. Il dispositivo non può funzionare. Watch. Se la chiave non è inserita, watch, e può essere talvolta means sometimes disattivabile. Now, do you know you can disactivate your airbag? Now, think about it. It can happen. Yes, we will soon see them. Write this thing down, we'll soon see them. I don't want to jump. Write it down, we'll soon see it. Guys, all the information we are learning today, it is very important. And if I'm you guys, I go to do quiz on these things. I don't know why I know they see quiz. I don't want to waste time, but I don't know why, guys. If like say we know the Mr. Jeff them, Mr. Nemeka. Mr. Nemeka, you just did this class. You don't join lesson, you don't even do quiz. Che, you join lesson, but you don't do quiz. What's happening? This is not how you pass patente. I'm sorry, Che, Mr. Win. It is true say you don't pay, but you know you can be joining to that class and be getting more information, more knowledge. I don't understand. Some of you here, see, you have not paid your balance. I don't want to call a name, but you've not paid your balance. It's not good. Che, you know, you can be joining here if you've paid your money. You can do football. Be joining here and be joining there. It's very important so you get more knowledge. Che, it's not for me, it's for you. So you can go and pass. Like I said, somebody passed exam yesterday. I'll be inviting him on Monday to come and speak with us. Yes, he's not in some of you might know Mr. Collins. He has been here since 2 years ago. He left. But he couldn't because of his job, he couldn't join. So what he can do is say he now asked me to he paid me 50 euro. He watched all the video and he went to do it and he did it and he will tell us on Monday. All right, let's continue. The say watch. Non è vero che deve essere gonfiato. Now watch. It's not true that you can watch. Non è vero. It is false for you to say your airbag watch deve essere gonfiato periodicamente. Remember, periodicamente means once in 2 years. It's not true that you can go and put air in it. Gonfiato. You go breeze. Blow air inside like balloon. Once in 2 years. Per verificare l'efficienza. And it's not true that you have to verify the efficiency once in 2 years. Are you guys following me now? E che può essere tarato. What do you mean of tarato? It can be measured. It's not true that once in 2 years you go and do all these things. Are you guys following me now? This paragraph is very important. Non è vero che deve essere gonfiato periodicamente. Falso. That periodicamente, we have seen it before. Now remember also, don't see at one time we'll talk about when you go do revisione. All right. Per verificare l'efficienza. It's not true that you go to verify the efficiency of your airbag once in 2 years. And it's not true that you can measure it once in 2 years. Let's continue. Under information again, in this paragraph, if you want to open your app, if you have two phones, better. Watch. Nei veicoli, now, watch. We are about to talk about vehicle that they can deactivate the airbag. This information is important for you. Important, watch. I don't know how to talk to me. I'm going to take them serious. Are you guys following me? Are you writing it down? Now watch. They said, nei veicoli dotati di airbag con comando di disabilitazione. Remember we said that there are some vehicles. It is true that you can deactivate your airbag in your vehicle. Now they want to tell you the reason we go make you deactivate your airbag in your vehicle. Watch. Nei veicoli will be say those vehicles have the buttons to deactivate the airbag. Watch. If you want to do that particular thing, you must do something. Watch. Prima di sistemare sul sedile anteriore un seggiolino per bambini. What does it mean? Now, because your vehicle is a wonderful vehicle, let's say Nissan, they drive Nissan, for example, typical example. Now, and your Nissan has, it has a button to deactivate your airbag. And, you have a small baby, for example. They said, before you systemize your baby on the front seat, prima di sistemare sul sedile anteriore means the front seat, un seggiolino per bambini. The seggiolino is the chair for children. Watch. If you want to do that particular thing, how do you do it? Schienale rivolto verso il parabrezza. Before I continue, if I tell you parabrezza, what are we talking about? Let me see. Mrs. Sonia, if I tell you parabrezza, which one are we talking about? Which particular glass are we talking about? Mrs. Sonia?
The front glass.
Front glass, exactly. Now, guys, follow me now. Thank you, ma. And I can say, now, if your vehicle has a button to deactivate the airbag, they say now, before you go come systemize your child for the front seat, do it this way. Carry the back now, the seggiolino now, that chair of the bambino. Turn it. Let the back be facing through the parabrezza, because the parabrezza is the front glass. Let the back. Now the baby will not be facing the front. The baby now, the baby will be facing now. The baby's back will be facing the parabrezza. Why the baby's front will face the chair? Are you following me now? This is what it means. Schienale, the schiena, the back, rivolto verso il parabrezza. This is how you put your baby. Because what happened? Because you don't deactivate your airbag. So that in case anything happens, the baby will not hit the front, it will hit the back. And that seggiolino is strong. The back is so padded very well. That's the reason why they said turn the back towards the glass. That's the reason. That seggiolino is very, very strong. It can resist an impact also. Now, bisogna disattivare l'airbag. This is the situation of it. Is there any question here? Is there any question here? All right, might call one person explain what I mean. All right,
I
Mr.
don't understand what you explain now. This Bambino, I bet you don't, please.
Now, if you are carrying, if your vehicle, because vehicles, you can deactivate your airbag. Now, if your vehicle is one of those vehicles that you can deactivate your airbag. Now, before you systemize your baby, before you put your baby down, let's say you want your child to sit on the front seat. What do? Because your child is very small. What you go do now? You don't deactivate the airbag. You take the seat of the baby, face it towards the glass. My brother, you must know the meaning of parabrezza, because if you don't know what parabrezza, it go hard. Parabrezza means the front glass. I've said this in before when we did. Well, it's the topic we saw before we saw this topic. Now, parabrezza is talking about the front glass. Turn the seat towards the parabrezza. That means the baby's back will face towards the front glass. Are you see it now? Because the back of the skin of the Seggiolino is so strong, it can resist an impact. Now, you can now deactivate your airbag. All right, this is what I'm trying to do. Let's continue. Now, that's it for this side. Se un'autovettura è munito di airbag. Now, watch. If an autovettura, now, all of you know this is autovettura. Munita means have, verb to have. If an autovettura è dotato, it means the same thing, of airbag. Watch. È possibile trasportare bambini su sedile anteriore. Now, your vehicle, a wonderful vehicle, let's say from April, well, July, sorry, from August, your vehicle has airbag. They say you can transport your children on the front seat. They want to repeat it again. Watch. È possibile trasportare bambini su sedile anteriore, assicurati ad un idoneo seggiolino. What does this mean? Now, remember that you cannot just go and buy seggiolino from anywhere. Your seggiolino must be authentic, must be homologated, must be the original. Are you guys following me? Now, before you systemize your baby on the front seat, they say, make sure, say, assicurarsi means make sure that particular seggiolino is what? Idoneo, is okay. Idoneo, now the day when you pass, they will tell you idoneo. For example, Mrs. Sonia, idoneo. Idoneo means say you don't pass. Idoneo is a positive word. And they can say, make sure that seggiolino is idoneo, means it is registered in this situation. Solo se il veicolo è dotato di comando per disattivare l'airbag stesso. What are they trying to tell us here? Now, the word no NDL. They said, if your vehicle can't get airbag and you want to transport your baby on the front seat, first of all, make sure that the seggiolino is correct one. First of all, now remember, they now repeat something we know already. The only reason that will make you do it is if that your vehicle gets a command, a button to deactivate it. Because you already know that if you want to put your baby on the front seat, you must turn the parabrezza, you must turn the schienale rivolto verso il parabrezza. The back must be facing towards the front. Are you guys following me? So it's possible to put your baby on the front seat, but always remember that the back will be facing towards the front glass. All right, guys, let's continue. Ma attenzione! They want to tell us something very important. But attention! They want to say, be very careful. They said, ma attenzione, è vero anche i quiz che dice, but it's also true. When a quiz says this particular thing, watch. Nei veicoli che non sono muniti del comando per disabilitare l'airbag dal lato passeggero. What does this mean? Now, they wrote the capital letter. But they say it's also true that if you find a quiz that says this particular thing, in those vehicles, we no get non sono muniti. That is the opposite. Those vehicles that are without any button to deactivate the airbag from the side of the passenger. Because it's side of the passenger, not you now, side of the passenger. Let's say your baby is staying there. They say, watch. Il seggiolino per bambini non deve essere sistemato sul sedile anteriore. Now, if that particular vehicle no get commando, no get any button to deactivate the airbag, they are not telling you that, Duco, your baby seat non deve essere sistemato sul sedile anteriore con lo schienale rivolto verso la strada. What did this thing mean, student? The only reason that will make you put your baby on the front seat is only if that your vehicle get a button to deactivate the airbag. That's all. Everything is false. Is there any question here? So it doesn't matter how they trick you. The cocoa is that only if your vehicle has a button to deactivate the airbag. That's the only reason that will make you to put your baby on the front seat, turn the schienale towards the parabrezza. Is there any question, guys? Ask your question, oh. Ask your question for those who they jot things down. Only for those who they jot things down. Ask questions. And those who want to do quiz. All right, guys, let's continue. In the absence of question. Actually, Seth, guys, the truth is that many of us here are not serious about this thing. And it's very painful. Many of us are not serious. Mr. Endurance, it's been long we saw your quiz. It's been ages we saw your quiz, sir. And it's very, very bad. If we ask you now where you studied last, Mr. Jeffrey too. For the other side, if we ask you question, you know the answer. For years too. I don't understand, my brother. You know they do quiz here. And you are lucky enough to be joining here. Let's take Patente very, very serious. And you are lucky enough to be there and be here. All right, let's continue. Sistema di ritenuta per. What does this mean now? The meaning of sistema di ritenuta per bambini simply means that look, these are the necessary things. These are the precautions you need to do. What are those things we be say now? Sistema di ritenuta means what be those things we be say you want to systemize your baby for your car. What are those things you need to do? The baby's equipment, all the things the baby needs. Your child, your little baby. Are you guys following me now? Now, if they will tell us up to what age your baby needs to be put on the seggiolino. Now, let's see. I sistemi di ritenuta. They call it sistemi di ritenuta. So whenever you hear that word, understand these are all those things. These are all the systems that you need to put your baby in a comfortable way, in a safety position in your vehicle. Sistemi di ritenuta, watch. Devono essere di tipo omologato. A typical example can be the seggiolino. They say everything will be say you they use that is under sistemi di ritenuta needs to be original. Seat belt, seggiolino, all these things. E mantenuti sempre efficienti. It has to be maintained efficiently. I bambini di età inferiore a 3 anni. Watch. Every baby that is inferior to 3 years. Are you guys writing this information down? Patente will not work if you don't write it down. If your baby is inferior to 3 years, from 0 to 3 years, non possono viaggiare su autovetture sprovvisti degli idonei sistemi di ritenuta. I've told you guys many times in this class that whenever you hear the word sprovvisti, S in the front of the P, it means without. If you don't write these things down, this is the 100th time we don't explain them. On that word for sprovvisti, that is plural, na privi. If not, they'll tell you senza. All of them means without. Now, provvista now, without the S in the front, means with. Now they can say, now, every baby, every child that is of age less than 3 years, they cannot, non possono viaggiare. Are you guys following me now? Viaggiare means they cannot travel, they cannot be inside your vehicle. Watch. That is without sprovvisti of these things they call sistemi ritenuta di bambini. Idoneo means it is okay, totally okay. If one time you say idoneo, it means say you are good. If these things are, all the sistemi di ritenuta are not well taken care of, your baby inferior to 3 years cannot sit on the front seat. Let's continue. Not even only the front seat, even inside your vehicle, self. In fact, inside your vehicle. So if you want to start carrying your baby, make sure that you have a typical example of sistemi di ritenuta is the seggiolino. Now let's continue. I bambini di età, that is superiore now, that are above 3 years, possono viaggiare now, watch. Number 1, sul sedile anteriore di un'autovettura, sprovvisti di sistemi di ritenuta, of course. Now, if your child now is above 3 years, you can put them in your vehicle. And that if let's say that vehicle now is without sistemi di ritenuta. On that typical example of sistemi di ritenuta also, now when you get this auto lock, there's something in their vehicle, they have auto lock. Once you just close your car, it locks automatically. Because there's some babies that if you just press the button, the car will open. See it now. So for some of us that have children, and when you start getting your patente, if your vehicle is lucky enough to have you can do it. You can activate it. It will now once you as a driver close your vehicle, the seat lock of the baby will just close. The baby, even the baby press, no go open. Now only you go feel open am from outside. Now they can't say. But if your baby now is above 3 years old, your baby can stay in a vehicle without any sistemi di ritenuta. Watch. There are some condition. Solo se la loro statura supera 1,50 m. If your baby is above 1 meter 50 centimeters, is it clear now? 1.50 meters. If your baby's height is above that, then your baby is okay. Baby can stay in a vehicle without any sistemi di ritenuta. E indossano la cintura di sicurezza. And the baby too can wear seat belt. This is the situation of where your baby is above 3 years. Student, if you are just listening to me, Mr. Henry, are you here? If you listen to me, you no go work. If you don't jot things down, forget about it. Let's continue. I sistemi di ritenuta per bambini sono classificati in gruppi. Now, they can classify all these sistemi di ritenuta according to their groups. And what is their groups? Number one, for them to classify these things, it has to be classified according to their weight, their age. They can't say what? I sistemi di ritenuta per bambini sono classificati in gruppi. For example, in funzione del peso. What is peso? Their weight. And their what? Dei bambini che possono accogliere. Wait here. Also, age also is among them. Height is among them. Are you guys following me now? So what are we saying now? We have seen the information where they don't give us concerning if your baby is below 3 years. If your baby is above 3 years, your baby doesn't need any system de ritenuta. So long as say the height is above 1,50 m. Is there any question here? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
No, leave my sister they talk. What about other people? None of they do quiz like that. Can you hear me? Every other person?
Yes, sir. We dey hear you, sir.
All right. My people, when I do quiz, when I do quiz. All right. Cintura di sicurezza. Seatbelt. We're talking about seatbelt, seatbelt, seatbelt. Let us see what the patente talks about seatbelt. A simple trick you can do, like the way your sister does. After a particular lesson, you can do quiz on Quiz Tradotto. What is the big deal, Mr. Jeff, in doing quiz from Quiz Tradotto? Upon a about a topic we just did, nah. Before you sleep, do quiz on them. So you remember, you go go for that. You they join the class, you go they follow us, they come again. These are the simple tricks you can do to learn more. I don't know why we know they do this, but we know they apply this particular thing. I don't understand. Now, cintura di sicurezza servono. Now, watch. In caso di incidente, a trattenere il corpo allacciato al sedile. Now, your seatbelt, you say it is used for what? These are the uses. Number one, in caso di incidente, in the case of an accident, serve a trattenere il corpo. It helps you, it holds your body. Because think about it, if you know wear seatbelt, don't just think that your airbag will help you. Your airbag will shoot you, come on. It will shoot you, come on for the car. Now, they say your seatbelt will hold you, so will keep you firm. You see it now? Just imagine, say you get airbag will block you from hitting hitting your chest on something, which it might cause whatever, it might cause problem, it might even cause death. Also, you now have your seatbelt holding you firm. You said, serve a trattenere il corpo allacciato al sedile. It holds your body strongly to your seat, evitando che vada ad urtare le parte interne dell'autovettura. It holds your body from going to hit the internal things in your vehicle. Because if you don't wear your seatbelt, if it will shoot you go up, shoot you go down. It keep you firm. All right. Or, peggio venga, proiettato all'esterno dell'autovettura. It also holds you from your vehicle, shooting you out, then be proiettato all'esterno, from shooting you out of your vehicle to the external part, in caso di urto violento, of a violent hitting, limitando perciò, however, limiting i danni al conducente ed ai passeggeri in caso di incidente. It's also limiting dangers both to the driver and to the passengers in the case of accident. All right, we don't break them down. Let's continue. Devono essere indossate sia dal conducente che dal passeggero. Now, we have learned something very important. Do you know your seatbelt needs to be worn both by the driver and the passengers, there are some vehicles where we say, if you know where the seat belt for the back, the alarm will, that, the red thing, the red spear will come out. Are you guys following me? All right. They said seat belt needs to be worn both by the driver and the passenger. Delle autovetture che ne siano dotate. They say now, those vehicles will get them, even for the passengers. In qualsiasi situazione di marcia, in every situation where they drive, anche a bassa velocità, even if you're driving gear 2, watch. Il conducente è tenuto ad assicurarsi della costante efficienza della cintura. Now watch. Concerning your seatbelt, how do you check your seatbelt? Now one learn now. How do you control your seatbelt? This particular paragraph is very important. Second part, now big trick. The trick is this: they give you information. Every paragraph is an information. You they see it now. Now, if I'm you, I'll write it this way. The checkup you give to your seatbelt. This is why I do it, so I understand it. Now watch. They say you as a driver now, you want to check up your seatbelt. Il conducente è tenuto ad assicurarsi. The driver is supposed to check. Supposed to make sure saying check watch. La costante efficienza della cintura. Ingo go to check the constant efficiency of his seatbelt. Watch, right? How does he do it? Con un frequente controllo del loro stato di consumo. Go and check their consumption. Check whether it don't tear. Are you guys following me now? And if you check and you find out it is tearing, because if your seatbelt is tear, you cannot manage it. Watch. How do you do it? Con la sostituzione quando siano state sottoposto ad un violenta sollecitazione in caso di incidente. What does this mean? Now, if you've ever been involved in an accident before, please don't just carry down your seatbelt like that. Your seatbelt went through what they call sollecitazione. What's sollecitazione? It went through a big force, because think about it, that big force where it go through. Now, solicitation means when an external force hits you, your seatbelt now held you. Do you know the kind of energy it has? The work when don't produce. Now, they can say, in case of when your vehicle don't go through accident before and your seatbelt held you, nothing happened to you, go and change your seatbelt. Go and substitute it, because it has gone through, it has been subjected to sollecitazione. And vero. Let's continue now. They've told us something very important. On that paragraph, non hanno obbligo who is not supposed to wear seatbelt. Very, very important, student. If you don't write these things down, wahala dey. Number one, non hanno obbligo di indossare la cintura di sicurezza. Number one, istruttore di guida nello svolgimento della loro attività. Do you know your driver, your examiner, your instructor, when he's teaching you patente, he doesn't wear seatbelt. Now watch. He doesn't wear seatbelt because he doesn't need it. Number one, because he needs to make sure that you don't kill him. Now, those vehicles, your instructor, if you go to Italian all these driving schools, everything you have, all the pedals you have in your front, they have it too. They have their brake, them too. You can get them too. In getting clutch, in get everything, so that in case you do mistake, you go press them. That's why they are instructors. The only thing we no get na steering. But he wants to do mistake, he just hold brake. Are you guys following now? All right. So he's not obligated to istruttore di guida whenever they are svolgere, when they are doing the activity. Are you guys following now? Vero. Number two, donne in stato di gravidanza. Now, because if they wear seatbelt, it can, when the seatbelt is touching the baby, it's very dangerous. Watch. Con certificato delle particolari condizioni di rischio. Of course, there must be a certificate showing that condition of them wearing seatbelts might be dangerous. All right. Number three, persone affette da malattia particolare con certificato rilasciato da ASL. Now, some people, I don't know the kind of sickness. Of course, if your doctor say you're not supposed to wear seatbelt, good. If police stops you, you give them the certificate that, look, I was told I was not. Now, who can give you this certificate? ASL, Azienda Sanitaria Locale. All right. We've learned 3 people that cannot wear seatbelt. Non è vero, okay? Now, the following are false. So if you say these particular things, it is not true that l'uso della cintura consente il trasporto di bambini sul sedile anteriore in braccio ad un adulto senza pericolo. Guys, it's a big false. So I want to ask one student question. I want to find trouble now. I want to find trouble now because I've been teaching here since and people come, Let me see if you are following me. Watch. Let me read it again. They said, watch. It is not true. It is false if you say your seatbelt consente Il trasporto di bambini allows you to, for you to transport a baby on the front seat. So long as say an adult is carrying a baby. Sul sedile anteriore, in braccio ad un adulto, senza pericolo. They can't say it is falso. I want to ask a student, Mr. Jeff, why do they say it is falso? And explain why, from what we've learned today. Hello, Mr. Jeff. Guys, time no day now, please.
Hello,
All
sir.
right,
Yes, sir.
all
I'm
right.
here, sir.
Answer the question. Non è vero che
Because
l'uso della cintura di sicurezza consente il trasporto di bambini sul sedile anteriore ad un adulto senza pericoli. Why did they say it is falso?
because you cannot put the baby in your brochure.
Hey, why? Why? Go further now. Tell us why. We don't do them already. Why? Oh, my brother. Allora, let me call the person. Let me read it again. Non è vero che the use of your seatbelt now, the use of seatbelt permits you now to transport a baby on the front seat. So long as say an adult is carrying the what?
Okay, sir. The weight, the age, and the height, it must get to a certain age.
But tell us why now. Tell us. Go for yeah. I understand. If you give us, wait till we talked about, go deeper. Okay, let me help you. Let me ask you more questions like this. What thing go fit make you? What's the reason why your baby must be you can transport your baby on the front seat?
Um, the baby must be above 3 years. The baby must be the weight must be at least the height must be 1.5. 1.1.5
Okay, I want to ask you a
and
question. I want to ask you a question. So if your baby no dey above 3 years, you no fit transport am for the front seat.
once it's 3 years, you fit transport am and the height.
No, my wife never answer me. So what you're trying to tell me that okay, if my baby is 2 years, my baby cannot stay in the front seat.
No.
You never understand. Let me call that person. Mr. Nemeka. Hello, Mr. Nemeka. On your mic, sir. All right. Mr. Endurance.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening, sir. All right. Non è vero che l'uso della cintura di sicurezza. Let's do it this way first. You don't understand the question, I mean. But one can ask you one question now. On that question, if I ask you this one. What is the reason that will make you transport your baby on the front seat?
Except when you control the airbag and
Like
the
what do you
baby
mean by
seater.
control? What do you mean by control? What did you go do there now? We just learn a nana. We just do a nana now. Is it control? What did they say you go do there? What do you write for your jotter?
I came late. I missed you guys was talking about it, but I did.
It's the same thing now. Even if I post the video, you will not watch it. This lesson go
I,
just
wa-
waste.
I
No,
watched
trust me,
video.
trust
I
me. You no go
watched
watch
video.
them. I dey see people dey each other. You no go watch am. You no go do quiz. You no go do any. The thing go just the thing go just, and it's not good, my brother. Let me call on that person again. Sorry, I'm doing like this, but I'm not happy with child. The way we are doing this thing is very, very poor. I was hoping that by now people go dey ginger like you know what I'm saying. I'm doing my best to help you guys, but I don't understand what happened. Mr. Win, Mr. Win, hello sir. I just explained in now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. The question is this. What is the reason that will make you transport your baby on the front seat? Can you take us through that journey?
If only you activate the airbag and the child, you need to turn the seat of the child, carry and face the back of the parabrisa, which is the front grass.
Okay, nice one. You got it correct. I want to ask another question. If my baby is 2 years, my baby stay in the front seat.
Yes, it can stay in the front seat if maybe
Why? Why?
if adults carry on for hand.
No, you don't feel him again now. You don't feel him.
Yeah?
See now, see, the concept non è vero. See, I'm non è vero.
Okay.
What you talking about? Say, non è vero, yeah. Say
Okay,
adult carry am.
okay.
Are you following me now, my brother? You don't
Yes,
fail what you
okay.
talk now. Retry again. If my baby is 2 years old,
Yeah. No, you no fit stay.
eh?
No, you no fit stay front seat.
Ah, Mr. 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 Justice. No,
Yes, sir.
you don't get that correct, my brother. Now, my baby is 2 years old. Can you take us to the journey? Can I transfer my baby on the front seat?
Yes, sir. You can carry
Why?
your baby.
Why?
If the airbag is deactivated
If the airbag
and
is
you have and you are using Passeggino or the one they use to carry children.
Seggiolino. Not Passeggino, Seggiolino, okay? How do you place the Seggiolino on your front seat?
You carry the back to face the front
The
wind
parabrezza.
screen.
All right. You see now, Mr. Yeah, you got it very correct. Mr. Win, I just asked you a very tricky question. You get them before, you can't fail them later. This is how patente is. You see it now. Now you talk, say, you can deactivate the airbag, Abi. I can't ask you a question, say, if you are 2 years, if your baby is below 2 years, like your baby is 2 years, can your baby stay in the front seat? You said no. First of all, you told me that, except say, an adult carry them for front. That is very, very wrong. Number two, you also said that, no, actually, you just failed everything. You understand me? Remember, let me take us, we have less than 1 minute. If your car has the button, this is how to answer the question. If your car has the button to deactivate the airbag, let's start from there. First of all, then, of course, you can put your baby on the front seat. That's the only reason. If your car no get button to deactivate, your baby no face your front seat. On that thing again, if the baby is below 3 years, it's obligatory that, okay, my baby can stay in the front seat so long as my car has the button to deactivate the airbag. And how do I put my baby there? The back. La schienale rivolto verso il parabrezza. Simple, guys. Every other thing na falso. Now, my baby too can stay with Sistemi di Ritenuta inside my car, whether na front or back. So long as say the baby is above 3 years old. He can also stay in the front seat. Also, the height must be above 1,50 m. I just did this in nah. All right, guys. We have done small revision. That's why I told us, I'm gonna jot things down. If they listen to me, it will hurt you. And that's the problem. No one